This is Jonathan Wallace here doing Chem Lab number 3, Le Chatelier's principle. And as you can see, I've got almost all of my materials here. I've got my safety gloves, my goggles, magnifying glass, my beakers. I've already got a cold bath and a hot bath mixed. I've got a stirring rod, thermometer, my weld plate, and all the chemicals that I need for the first part of the experiment. So to get started, I'm going to put my goggles on. And what we are going to do, we're going to start out with magnesium chloride. And this is a 2 mole concentration. And we're going to fill up the first 2 spots of the wellness plate with 5 drops. So here's the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Put this back here in the back. The next thing, actually we're still going to be using magnesium chloride, but in slots 3 and 4 we're going to use 10 drops. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, the next step is we've got phenolphthalein right here, and we're going to add 1 drop to each of those. So we're going to kind of mix the magnesium chloride with phenolphthalein. So here we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, now I've got my little stirring rod here. Now we're just kind of stir those up a little, make sure they're good and mixed equally. They're all the same. Alright, the next step is sodium hydroxide. We are going to put 5 drops of sodium hydroxide in each of these slots. Alright, 5 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can tell it's turning pretty pink. 2, 3, 4, 5 immediately. Alright, and I'm going to stir these and see what happens. They all turned a really hot pink. Alright, and the colors have stayed the same. Alright, so the next step is we're going to be using hydrochloric acid. Now this is a pretty highly concentrated acid, so we're going to be really careful not to get it on anything. And that's why we have our gloves and goggles on, so we don't get it on ourselves as well. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put 1 drop in the first slot. Make sure we can see this. And then we are going to stir it. And we will continue to do 1 drop at a time until we can see a pretty good color change. So here we have the stirring rod. I'll switch hands here, and we'll just do 1 drop at a time. So the first drop, and stir it, and all the color is gone away. The next thing we will do is we're going to use Na2 EDTA, and we will be using it in this slot number 2. And we're going to flip our stick around so we don't cross-contaminate a little bit. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do 1 drop at a time until it changes. You know, in the first slot we only used 1 drop. And so we'll see how many it takes for number 2. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. You can tell it's wanting to change, but it's staying pink. There's 5 drops, and it's almost there. There's 6, and 7. We'll do one more. It's still kind of pink, and there we go. From there, I'm going to record my results, and I'm going to continue with experiment number 2, or experiment 1.